So Tesla's highly anticipated Robotaxi event was last night at 10 o'clock. Well, it was supposed to be at 10 o'clock on the East Coast on the 10th of October. So 10, 10, 10. You guys get it? But they actually came out late, I think 30, 40 minutes late. I forget why. But either way, it happened last night, guys. We got some insight on the Robotaxi. I think it's called Cybercab, which we're not going to get too deep into the details in this video, but what we will do is cover Tesla stock, the chart, and what I'm looking to do right now in terms of trading Tesla stock. We'll break down this tool that I've been using. So yeah, let's dive into it. If you guys find value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 40,000 subscribers. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So here we are. Tesla stock's down 7% on the day, down over $16 per share. And now we're officially down, I think, almost 20%. From the recent high. Let me see here, guys. Yeah, about 16%, almost 20%. And I guess earlier in the morning when we bled down to about $214 per share, we were down pretty much 20% from the recent high, putting us in, you guessed it, a bear market, right? So Tesla is definitely oversold right now in the short term. RSI is very oversold here at about 19 on the 4-hour time frame, which is super oversold. So you can see clearly the trend is holding. If I get these circle tools out, you guys can see clearly we're holding trend right here, which is a good sign overall in the short term for the stock. And I think there's a wide open gap right here that could be filled over time, maybe as a swing trade, which we'll talk about here using this tool in a second. I think there could be a bounce back opportunity here on Tesla stock, right? And, the event wasn't that long. I think it was like a 30-minute event. They didn't go too deep into detail. It seems like it was more of an unveiling, like, oh, look at the product. I think it's coming out 2026, 2027 for production, something like that. Let's see here. It looks like Cybercab unveiling with investors assessing a potential 2026 or 2027 timeline, which you guys know how Elon is, Tesla is with deadlines. It'll probably come out later than 2026. Realistically, we also got an unveiling of the robot. You guys saw that. I don't know how I feel about that for now, but, maybe we'll talk about that in another video. But, yeah, a lot came out yesterday, and the stock is not loving what's going on. Like I said, down 6.5%, and at one point we got down to 214, which means we were down about 11% after this event. And, yeah, that's a pretty big dump off here for Tesla. So let me show you guys this tool that I've been using for my trading. I made a video on this 2 days ago, but here's another one with me highlighting. I'm going to highlight some different features. So let me show you this right here. It's made my trading a lot better because I get more insights, and, insights, data, numbers is what you need when you're trading. So this is on edgeful.com. I'll leave a link down below in the comment section if you guys are interested in checking it out. So we covered the price action report in my last video. You guys probably remember that. Very useful report. And we used Tesla for the example in the last video, breaking down the gap fill feature here, the gap up, gap down. We have a lot of percentages, right? Number of days that it's gapped up, gap down. And out of those days, right, the gap up, gap down days, how many times did the gap up fill? Did it not fill, right, when it gapped up? How many times did the gap down not fill or fill when it gapped down, right? We broke down that feature, which is really useful, especially if you're trading, day trading as well. So let me show you guys now in this video the volume feature, which I think is very interesting as well. So this right here is Tesla over a 3-month span. Yeah, data range or date range rather, is 3 months. And here we see pretty much the average volume and the average range over a week, right? You guys can see right here we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday over the course of that 3 months, right? On average, we can see the average range on Monday is 4.37%. And let me actually tell you what that means before we even get into it. The range essentially is the high of the day minus the low of the day. So, for example, if the stock's at $105 at the high, $100 the low, all right, that's a $5 range. Pretty simple, right? Pretty self-explanatory there. So we can see average range on Monday is 4.37%, all right? Nice little spread there. Tuesday, 4.46%. Wednesday, 4.31%, with Thursday being the highest at almost 6%, 5.72% to be exact, with Friday being just under 4.5%. And look at the average volume here, guys. 69 million on Monday, 67 million Tuesday, right? 68 million on Wednesday. Thursday, it spikes up dramatically on average over the last 3 months at 86 million. And on Friday, 76 million. So what we get right off the bat there is Thursday and Friday over the last 3 months on Tesla stock have been the highest volume days on average. And, well, the average range, the spread, the shares move throughout the day. Thursday, Friday, they've been the widest, right? The largest spread, which means you can actually make profits. Day trading, swing trading even, but this is really useful for day trading. Again, Thursday, Friday, highest volume, largest average range. There's a lot more movement in the stock there. You can get in and out, day trade it, make some money. So that's kind of what that is telling us. That's really good. And if we come down a little bit more, it gives you an explanation. That's what I really like about edgeful.com as well, guys. It breaks down data. Again, you need numbers. You need hardcore data when you're trading stocks, but it also breaks down, what it means, what the tool actually is, right? So average volume, you guys see here, if certain weekdays show higher volume, prioritize trading on those days over ones with lower volume. In this report, Thursdays and Fridays have the highest average volume, like we just said, right? And if volume is even throughout the week, prioritize trading on the days with the highest range. In this report, Tuesdays and Thursdays have the highest average range, right? So, yeah, there you go on that. And days with higher range give you the best opportunities to make money because there's more of a move to capture, right? Like we just said. And if a stock's range is $10 and you want to catch $4, you only need 40% of the move, which I've talked about this a lot throughout the history of my channel, guys. When you're trading stocks, right, the goal should be not to gain the entire move, right? You can't catch the entire move when you're trading a stock, but try and get, 10% of the move, right? 30%, 40%. So if a stock is moving $10 in a day, that's the range, right? In this case, again, Tesla's moving on average almost 6% on Thursdays over the last 3 months. So let's say that's $6 for the sake of this example. $100. Let's say, for example, Tesla was at $100 and it moved 6%, so it's at 106 roughly. Your goal is to capture maybe $1, $2 of that move, a small percentage of that move, lock in your profits and move on, right? That's the goal of a trader. You're not, at least a more conservative trader, right? If you want to go all out, try and get the entire move, there's more risk involved there, but if you get in and out, boom, try and get some of that move and you move on to the next trade, that is the way to go, right? So I really like the way Edgeful.com here breaks down the volume report. It gives you a lot of, insight analysis. And you could do this with obviously a lot of other stocks. We're just doing Tesla for this example because they're moving like crazy right now. We got that Robotaxi event last night. But let's say you do year to date. Let's pull year to date up real quick. We can see, oh, wait a second. Look at that. The range got a lot tighter. So over the last, 10 months, year to date, the best day or the highest average range day is Thursday, which I think that was the same day for the 3-month. But we can see we have Friday actually pretty low, 3.7%, and volume is the lowest on Friday if we're looking on the year-to-date report. So you got to play around with it, guys. Look at different stocks that you like to trade, and it gives you all this insight, which, again, you can use in your trading. So check out edgeful.com, guys, in the comment section down below. I pinned it, and, of course, in the description box as well. Feel free to check that out, guys. And, yeah, at this point, man, Tesla stock is getting a beatdown in the midst of a pretty green day for the stock market. I mean, all the indexes are up right now, which we will talk more about in another video later on today. So, guys, make sure to subscribe. We're almost at 40,000 subs. And hit that like button. You might as well. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.